joined by head coach Carrie Amy, student athletes Claire Kirsch and Brooke Carlson. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you before getting to questions.
I think the first thing is to congratulate Central Missouri. They're a great team, and they played a great game today, and they're well coached, and this is our third time playing them, and each one has been a battle, and like I said, they're a very good team, and tonight they made plays down the stretch and made shots when they needed to, and they deserve to win today.
Question from Dave Greek, KHGI. Have you ever been a part of a weather postponement for basketball, and how did that affect you guys, either positively or negatively?
Never a weather postponement. We had a different one this year with a COVID postponement for a while before a game. It's not ideal, but it's definitely not something that you can, use as an excuse to say that it impacted how you played, because both teams experienced the same thing.
Also from Dave Greek, in your eyes, what was the deciding factor tonight?
I honestly, I think they made shots. They made 7 threes, and they hit some timely shots, and we had our chances, cut it to 2. With a couple minutes left in the game, and just couldn't get a shot to go there late.
For either student athlete, how difficult was it to get a good look, or were shots just not falling for you guys?
I think our looks were there. Just sometimes the ball doesn't go in, but I think we battled hard tonight, and sometimes it just doesn't roll your way.
Yeah, and credit to UCM. They did a good job defending us. I think that they're a well-coached team, and they have a lot of talent, and them knowing our tendencies and knowing what we're most likely to do it's kind of hard to make those shots when they know that they're about to go up. So credit to them for a good defense. Coach,
from Buck Mahoney, Kearney Hub, what was the key to the third quarter spurt by Central Missouri?
I guess it's a spurt. It was 19. They scored 19 compared to other quarters where it was 17 or 16. It may have seemed like one just because that's where they stretched it a little bit. I think probably the free throw line. They made, that's really the difference, I guess, if you want to look at it that way in the game, is they made 18 free throws and we made 9. So there's 9 points right there.
Can you comment on the performance of Brooke Carlson?
Yeah, I think Brooke was really, really good for us. She was really aggressive in the first half and was able to get to her spots in the post, and did a really good job of getting her eyes on the target and finishing, and gave us a really good, strong post presence. Second half they gave her a little bit of some double teams, and made her catches a little bit tougher, and we weren't able to get her the ball quite like we were in the first half.
To the players and coach, can you talk about the impact of the seniors, Kelsey and Shelby, and what they meant to the program the last couple of years?
You guys can go first. Yeah. Go ahead, Brooke.
Those people, both of them, just amazing people. Just not on the basketball court, just even outside of the basketball court, on the basketball court as well. But just amazing people. Wouldn't want anyone else to lead our team this season, and it was definitely a tough locker room, knowing that we won't be playing with them again, and they're just great examples of amazing people with great character, and they just love us all so well.
Yeah, they're two people who are really good at leading by example. They don't necessarily have to be the ones who are getting everybody super fired up verbally or anything, but they're just the ones that you can look to, and they're going to be poised all the time. No matter if they're on the bench, on the court, or you see them in the hallway, you just know that you're going to get the same person every time, and I think that's something we're definitely going to miss from them.
Yeah, I would agree. Kelsey and Shelby are amazing people, and Shelby's been an awesome teammate, and just made our program better just by the person that she is, and just the way she comes to practice every day and does all the things that we ask her to do. And then Kelsey has been just a 4-year, just steady Eddie, come to work, never complain, you know exactly what you're going to get every single day with Kelsey Sanger, and she's a kid that really absolutely does not care who gets the credit. She just is willing to do all the dirty work and doesn't mind as long as she's helping the team.
And with the majority of the roster coming back, how excited is everybody to even look towards next year and build on this?
I mean, I think it's super exciting. I haven't really thought about it yet. Just in the moment right now, but maybe these guys can speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, it's exciting to know that a lot of my teammates are going to be coming back with me. At the same time, it's almost a good thing that the same people who are feeling that feeling in the locker room right now are the same ones coming back to work this next season, this off season, and next season to come, because that's definitely something that's going to fuel us, every one of us in there. So I'm definitely looking forward to having a lot of people back.
Yeah, I would agree with Claire and Coach. Haven't thought about it too much, but just now thinking it's exciting to use this as motivation for next year, and just kind of our class here, our junior class. I feel like we've gotten a lot of experience, and it's very exciting to come back with those guys.
Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Thanks. Central Missouri post-game press conference, joined by head coach Dave Slifer, student athletes Brooke Litchell and Morgan Van Hefty. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you before we get into questions.
A couple things. The way this team's played all year long, they've done a great job of if somebody's not playing real well, somebody else will step up. And I can't believe that in the final game here, we've got Vanny and Brooke who have grinded all year long, and tonight was their night to shine, and shine they did. Vanny made every free throw she took. Brooke knocked shots down, and not just threes, but she knocked down some 15-footers, and looks like she's got a lot of confidence right now.
Coach, have you ever been a part of a weather post moment before, and how did that affect your team positively or negatively?
I have not, but with COVID, we just play it by ear right now, and it was fine. The kids handled it well, and I thought the staff handled it well. It's not easy to run a tournament during this COVID protocols, and Kathy Anderson did an outstanding job of making sure that these young ladies got their chance to shine.
From Joe Andrews, Warrensburg Star-Journal. Can you describe the game's last 4 minutes and the stops the team made during that time?
We finally got some turnovers. I knew if we pressured the ball some, they would finally turn it over. But the first half, I thought we played fairly well, but we couldn't get them to turn it over. And at the end, we pressured them. They had to make some tough passes, and we were able to get the steals.
Brooke, can you talk about both your night and kind of your last two after your first game against St. Cloud? You didn't score, and then really lit it up the last two nights. Talk about those last two games.
Yeah, after the first game, like I said last night, I sat down, I kind of mentally went through everything and just told myself I need to calm down, gain some confidence, and I think that really helped me come out these last two games.
Vanny, we've talked before about your role on this team, not necessarily a score-first player, but kind of all three games of this tournament, you kind of weren't afraid to take the big shot when you needed to. Talk about your performance this weekend.
Yeah, I think defense was definitely my role on this team this year. But as a fifth-year senior, I mean, these are my last games. I'm going to go all out and give everything I have. So if someone needs a bucket, I'm going to give all I got to go to the line. So.
And then can you talk about getting to the Elite Eight in your kind of senior season and getting there with 7 freshmen on the team?
I mean, what a year. I mean, it's been crazy. COVID restrictions, 7 freshmen. Who would have thought we would be here right now with Gigi and Nyjah and I leading these guys? But I mean, it's been an incredible experience, and the tornado warning before the game just topped it off. I didn't know what else could happen this year, but that happened. So I'm just so proud of these guys, and I can't wait.
What were some of the things you guys talked about in the locker room in that 45-minute delay?
You know, we try to stay off our phones. We try to stay focused. We already went out and warmed up, so we came back in. We actually warmed back up in the locker room. We were doing our stretching routine and just staying focused, listening to music, and trying to stay in the zone.
Brooke, these last 2 games, you've had a real nose for rebounding the ball. Can you talk about your role in getting on the offensive and defensive glass?
Yeah, sorry. My role in this game, I mean, I love rebounding, so I like to go to the basket, get the rebounds, especially in huge games like this. It's going to be the tougher team that wins. So just going to the board, I think that's what tops it off. Because when me and Vanny, we talk to each other, we're like, we got to get rebounds,
We came out of a timeout, and she said, come on, we got to get some rebounds. The next play, she gets an offensive rebound. I think that sealed the game for us. We got a 3 off of it.
So just being tough, I think, is really what's going to help us go far.
For anyone sitting up there, there's a chance that this may be the biggest crowd that you guys play in front of for the entire NCAA tournament. Can you talk about the atmosphere playing here at home in front of the crowd?
Yeah, I mean, we are so blessed to be able to host regionals this year, and to our fans watching, thank you so much. The defense chants, the Jenny Ball chants, it means so much to us that you are here and you really helped us push for that win.
I've been in this game a long time, and I had a chance to host a couple times at Missouri Western, and we didn't get the job done. So I thought I was a little bit snake bit. 2018, we thought we were going to host. We ended up winning the whole thing and going up to Augie and playing. And then last year, we had the chance to host, and COVID restrictions came in. So this means so much to be able to do it in front of our home fans. And the Multi was a great place for it because there was a lot of people. Kearney had a nice, great following. Fort Hays had a great following. It was just a great tournament.
Coach, you mentioned 2018 winning the national championship that same year. Lost first round of the MIAA tournament. This year, same thing. Is that kind of your game plan for these things?
Well, it gets even weirder. Kayana Lee, of our former center, hurt her knee, didn't practice all week. I didn't know if she was going to play in the regional. So Nyjah hurts her knee on Sunday night, doesn't practice for a few days, and she came out and toughed it out.
Can you talk about the difference in your team between that game against Washburn and then here tonight?
The game against Washburn was not Ginny Ball. There was no chanting of Ginny Ball whatsoever. It was a lesson we needed to learn, and we learned it extremely well. And obviously the kids were very focused to practice, realized that, we got to move the basketball for us to be good and share it with each other, and we did a great job all tournament doing that.
For either student-athlete, what were some of your expectations coming into this season, and are you surprised to be where you are now?
I wouldn't say surprised. I'm very thankful. Coming into this year, I didn't even know if we were going to have a season. We didn't even start workouts till, October? So, we did preseason on our own, and we bonded on our own. I'd say all of August and most of September, we were doing workouts on our own, out on the track. We were just getting together and becoming a team, and I think this is an incredible journey that I've been on, and I'm so thankful for it.
Yeah, coming, like she said, we didn't start workouts till late, and so we tried to work out on our own, and while we did that, we tried to bond because we didn't really have that real, preseason, so I think that's what our bonding is. We're getting to have a really good bond together, so I think that's going to help us along the way.
I think we'll have preseason next year, Brooke, so I'm sorry.
Dang.
Coach, this is the third time this season that you've faced Kearney. What are some of the challenges in facing a team that many times in one season?
Well, at least it wasn't 4 times. Anybody that watched Northwest and Washburn men, that was I happened to watch the game Saturday night. It was just a tremendous college basketball game, and obviously it didn't go so well for Washburn last night. But Kearney is long. They're skilled. They're well coached, and they beat us up the first time we played them. We had a home game here, and they were more physical, and we were a little bit embarrassed. And then we went up to Kearney, which was a huge win for us because we got to go on the road and beat them. And so we had some confidence coming in tonight, but knew that they can score, they can guard, and they could like to control the tempo.
Coach, girls, congratulations on the win, and good luck in Columbus.
Thank you.